What is currently happening, programs? Welcome to the Grid VR, where I'll be bringing you this month's news in virtual reality. It's Sunday the 25th of August 2019, and all I can say this week is, get me off this goddamn planet. We've got No Man's Sky Beyond the Pale, Doctor Who Time Crystal Tale, Dirt Rally 2, Dirt Rally Trails, a kid bites a lime, a dog howls, another one yawns, and much more of what you'd expect from professional journalism. Today, I'm going to cover off the main events to keep you in the loop, so stay locked, enjoy, and welcome to the Grid VR. The full version of No Man's Sky has hit PSVR and PC VR this month as part of the Beyond update. Sean Murray was propping up the title pre-release, as you'd expect, with a whole lot of information about But does it work this time, Sean? Well, it seems to work perfectly on Hello Games VR setups, but for the rest of us, it kinda performs like dog shit. Heaney555 of Reddit and Upload VR Notoriety has posted a list of tweaks that will get the game running reasonably, and frequent performance patches since launch are making this game playable enough. The in-game interfaces are remade for VR, there's an offline and online mode so you can grind resource gathering, chill in the Nexus with other players, and lift off into the vastness of space. Fly ships using virtual flight sticks, open doors by opening the door, and it's that simple thing that makes VR a powerful medium. Aside from no top-notch haptic solution available just yet, reaching out and opening a door to open a door is kinda where it's at. No Man's Sky has come a long way since D-Day, and if you're a fan of the game, then there are links in the description to set you on your path. Dirt Rally 2 now has full PC VR support, with the Steam VR version supporting gamepads, and kinda performing like dog shit too. But I've linked a performance guide in the description of this video so you can get it driving a little better. The Oculus Rift version, on the other hand, performs great with a GTX 1070 or higher, but doesn't include any DLC just yet and can only be played with a racing wheel. So buyer beware here, lest you get the sweet, sweet taste of sour limes. Asynchronous gameplay lets you get on the leaderboards, while the synchronous multiplayer aspects lets you race online against other players specific to your VR platform, which means Rift players can't race Steam VR players or vice versa. Tear about 8 official circuits from the FIA World Rallycross Championship, complete with licensed supercars and support series, and develop your team and cars in both a single-player career campaign and a competitive online environment. Store links are in the description, with the Steam VR version at 50% off until the 27th of August, though I'd get that refund button ready in the likely event it performs like ass and you need to get the Rift version if you can. Maze Theory and the BBC will be releasing Doctor Who Edge of Time in September on all major PC VR ecosystems, PSVR, and on Oculus Quest, using a combination of LiDAR scanning, photogrammetry, more on what photogrammetry is in this video, absolutely worth seeing as it is something you can do yourself, and a shit ton of photo references from the now defunct UK on-location Doctor Who experience. In this, the team have recreated in high detail the time and relative dimension in space, aka the TARDIS. Pilot the phone booth alongside the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, recover time crystals, and save the universe while staring down Daleks, weeping angels, and new adversaries you wouldn't have seen before. And briefly, HBO, Servios, and Kilter Films have released the Westworld Awakening VR experience, which is actually closer to a 3-hour narrative-driven single-player stealth exploration game set during the events of Westworld Season 2. Navigate the often horrific labyrinth of Delos Labs as you are hunted through 5 haunting chapters and ask the question, what is life? Blackwall Labs are launching a retelling of H.G. Wells' classic sci-fi story War of the Worlds for all main PC VR platforms later this year. The team are claiming that it will be one of the first genuine AAA titles along the lines of Halo meets COD in VR, so I'm a little confused. Muster futuristic weaponry and fight the alien invasion at the height of World War II across multiple countries and cities in what sounds like a very ambitious project. Wolfenstein Wolfenstein Cyberpilot is out now on PSVR and Steam VR from Arcane Studio, Machine Games, and published by Bethesda Softworks. Your mission is to aid the French resistance using a combination of remotely controlled Nazi war machines, including a stealth drone, the War Dog tank-like Panzerhund, and the Citadel, a bulked-up, weaponized bipedal mech. At around 1.5 hours long and $20 on Steam, it's okay as a once-off, but more specifically for fans of the Wolfenstein games. iLlusions, the team behind the very popular Space Pirate Trainer, are developing Space Pirate Arena, a multiplayer, hall-scale VR game of laser tag. Bounce bullets off walls and tag your friends as enemies alike in what looks like a game that will be a ton of fun if you have the space available to play. Nostos, a cross-platform online multiplayer PC and VR open-world RPG game, will be coming to Viveport and Steam VR later this year. I covered the game in this episode of the Grid VR a little under a year ago, but figured I'd give it another nudge for those who are seeking a game in the style of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Links are in the description for the game trailer and Steam store. Zenith is a cyberpunk VR JRPG inspired MMO for both PC and VR gamers, currently in development by Ramen VR. Slated for release in August next year, Zenith lets you fight, craft, explore, and live in the first cross-platform VR MMO world to date. Explore visceral worlds in the vein of Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger as you craft, run dungeons, participate in world events, and more. Stay locked here for updates. Until You Fall is a roguelite sword-fighting VR title from Shell Games, the creators of I Expect You to Die. Use melee combat or dual-wield upgradable and magically infused blades to deliver sparkling visual and audible redemption to your foes on August the 27th as the game hits early access on the Steam store. Death is inevitable and satisfaction from victory will be earned. Down the Rabbit Hole is a classic adventure-style VR puzzle game from Cortopia Studios, set in the world of Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Guide a pair of characters, grin with the Cheshire Cat, and converse with this King of Spades in this aesthetically pleasing VR tale set in the wonderment of Wonderland. Out on PC VR headsets later this year, a PSVR and Oculus Quest version will be out at an as yet unconfirmed later date. Also, Sony has acquired Insomniac Games, developers of The Unspoken, Edge of Nowhere, and Stormland, and while this may not be ideal for PC VR, it could have some positive results in terms of top-tier content for Sony's next-generation PSVR headset. John Carmack has confirmed he will appear on the Joe Rogan podcast this month, so get your popcorn and maybe watch in big screen VR with some online friends. WondyWorks has created an augmented reality book cover of I Am Love by Alau Alani, and what's sick is you can try this out yourself right now by checking the link in the description, scanning the QR code with your smartphone, opening the Facebook app, switching to video, and pointing your phone at the image on screen to watch the augmented reality take hold of reality. And Nvidia presented some interesting work at SIGGRAPH this year in the form of two new devices. One, prescription AR glasses that provide a crystal clear digital AR image to users who wear glasses without the need to wear actual glasses. And two, a foveated AR headset that provides retina resolution images to your eyes by zeroing in on your fovea and tracking its movements. It also comes in at double the field of view of Microsoft's HoloLens 2, which you can see more of in this video here. Very cool stuff, and if you want to find out more about that one or any of the other topics I've covered today, as always, all the links are in the description. And finally, Mark Zuckerberg said at Facebook's Q2 2019 earnings report that Oculus Quests are selling as fast as they can make them, which is great news. I fucking knew it. And that's this week on the Grid VR. You can help support this channel by grabbing exclusive rewards on Patreon, and if you like this video, then crush that like button, have your say in the comments below, and hit the XO logo to subscribe if you wanna. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.